why you are not seeing the results that you're working for. Hi guys, thank you for joining me. My name is Finda and this is my Empowered Experience. This journey started 7 years ago when I first launched my fragrance, Empowered by Finda Kpakiwa. For more information and content on the product itself, feel free to join me on any of my social media platforms listed down below. So let's get into it. This topic is so incredibly near and dear to my heart because it's something I've experienced and currently am still experiencing. Have you ever had this whole situation where you are working so hard to create something? Either you're working on creating a brand or you're creating a service. You're in it for year 1, in it year 3, year 4, year 5. You have these little wins, but then you actually fall short again. And then you win again. You're going on to 7 years and you fall short. A decade and you keep falling short. But then you have somebody else that comes in the same industry or different industry, somebody that you know, it could be on social media, and they're in it for the first year, second year, third year, and they're killing it. Then you say to yourself, what am I doing wrong? You don't feel envious, maybe just a little bit. You don't feel envious per se, but then you actually feel like they're like you're doing something wrong. There's absolutely a reason for that. I remember when I first learned about Milton Hershey years ago, which I completely admire, by the way. When he first started his whole journey of bringing his vision to life as the sweetest place on earth, he went bankrupt. I believe 4 or 6 times he went bankrupt. But at the same time, while he was creating that, when all these things with milestones, while all these pitfalls were coming into his life, rather, he had other people, other colleagues around him that were also businessmen who were killing it. And then it brings me to learning about the Beatles. The Beatles, before they actually came to the US, prior to coming to the US, they literally worked their butts off in the UK for like bar food. They were getting paid in peanuts and in beer. So they had to put in so much time and so much effort for them to actually be one of the biggest rock bands that have actually ever lived, that everybody actually knows their body of work. And I learned a few, I would say this year, I learned the whole reason behind that. It's a little bit of physics, like 101, basic physics rather, that I'm gonna get, kind of introduce to you guys. There is this everything on planet Earth is time, space, and energy. Great example to use. Let's just say you want to throw a ball. It's a distance. Probably a distance, maybe like, I'm going to give you like a mile. You want to throw like less than that, just a distance, okay? So we're throwing a ball to a distance. So it's a baseball, you throw it. It gets there. It didn't take that much effort. It gets there. And then at the same time that you have another thing that you actually want to throw, but this other thing that you want to throw is heavier. It's a boulder. There's a lot more weight to it. The same amount of distance that you actually threw the ball in, it calls for a different kind of energy to actually push that boulder. This boulder is going to need a lot more push. You're going to have a lot more resistance. You're going to take a lot more breaks. You're going to get there eventually, but you're going to stop so many times along the way when it comes to that. So that's one of the things that I learned exactly when it comes to people that you watch that actually seem like they are manifesting their stuff, their dreams so incredibly fast, and then you actually look at yourself saying, oh my goodness, what am I doing wrong? And you're still actually at that same ground, or you just had a little bit of momentum. Also, the most pivotal thing I would say to take away from this, what I've learned, when you actually do fall, you have to make sure you analyze the mistakes that you've actually done, not to repeat the same things, and actually pivot so you can actually move closer to that goal that you're actually working towards. So, in closing, guys, let me know, which one are you? Are you one of those people that actually started your business like yesterday and you're completely killing it in the game? Or are you someone that actually has been doing this for years, almost a decade, or a little bit over a decade, and you feel like, oh my goodness, that sometimes you're just falling short? So let me know, guys, comment down below. As always, if you like this, give it a big fat thumbs up, and please feel free to actually share my content and be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.